How Candy Conquered America. Life wasn't always as sweet as it is today, by Lauren Tarsis. It was 1847, and for months Oliver Chase had been tinkering with a brand new invention that would change America and the world. Chase was a pharmacist. He sold medicines out of his small shop in Boston. Like most pharmacists of the time, Chase made his own remedies. His most popular were lozenges, small discs made of mashed up herbs, chemicals, and other ingredients. People bought lozenges hoping to relieve their sore throats, aching heads, and runny noses, though in truth the lozenges didn't work very well. On top of that, they tasted disgusting, like dirt mixed with grass. To make them more palatable, most were covered with a hard candy shell. Making lozenges was time-consuming. Each one had to be shaped by hand like a tiny cookie. So Chase invented a hand-cranked machine that would let him quickly create large batches of lozenges that were all the same size and thickness. He was thrilled with his amazing lozenge machine, but it was his next idea that would make him famous. Why not use his new invention to create lozenges that were just candy? Back in the early 1800s, candy was popular in Europe, but extremely expensive in America. Only a few kinds were available: clumps of tooth-busting rock candy, sticks of homemade peppermint, and sticky lemon drops, and even those were hard to find. Kids who craved sweets had to settle for dried fruits or puddings sweetened with a cheap syrup called molasses. But Oliver Chase was about to help put candy into the mouth of almost any American who wanted it. He named his new candies, hard, quarter-sized sugar wafers sold in stacks, Chase lozenges. They were an immediate hit. Sweet treats for all. Chase's lozenge-making machine was soon being sold across the country. For the first time, American candy makers could produce sweet treats in large quantities and sell them cheaply in stores. Suddenly, you didn't have to be rich to afford a rope of tangy red licorice or a mouth-watering buttercream. Stores sold dozens of varieties of penny candies displayed in glass jars. As the decades passed, steam-powered candy machines replaced Chase's hand-cranked roller. Companies competed fiercely to introduce new flavors and textures: chewy jelly beans, waxy candy corn, known back then as chicken feed, gooey caramels, fluffy marshmallows. Candy makers even sent spies to Europe to steal secret candy recipes and smuggle them back to America. The biggest candy breakthrough came in 1899 when a Pennsylvania candy maker named Milton Hershey figured out how to turn chalky and bitter cocoa into creamy milk chocolate bars. His Hershey's Kisses and bars became bestsellers. Candy classics. By the 1920s, Americans could choose from thousands of different kinds of candies of every size, texture, and flavor. Many classic chocolate bars and candies introduced nearly a century ago are still beloved today, including Milky Way, Milk Duds, Tootsie Roll, and the world's current #1 selling candy bar, Snickers. Far fewer kinds of candy are sold today than were sold during candy's golden age in the 1920s and 1930s. But Americans still devour 33.6 billion worth a year. Candy makers have continued to dream up new kinds of candies to surprise and delight us. In the early 1980s, the first gummy bears invaded America from Germany. Around the same time, candy scientists combined sugar with malic acid to create super sour, mouth-puckering candies like Warheads. Today, chocolates are mixed with exotic flavors like cayenne pepper and acai berry. And Chase lozenges? America's first machine-made candies survive, though their name was changed to Necco wafers. They are still made in Boston, at a factory not far from the pharmacy where they were invented. In 2009, the makers of Necco wafers decided to make them healthier. They removed the chemical flavorings and colors. Big mistake. Loyal customers were furious. Sales dropped 35%, and the company decided to return to the original formula. So today, if you bite into a crunchy Necco wafer, you are tasting candy history.